Hey folks, Wrath coming at you with an update on the collab boss. So shout out to my buddy here, Orim from NA72. He spent 99 buckaroos to get 2 copies of Asuka and then level her all the way for science. So what I want to demonstrate in this video is based on the current event, what kind of damage you can push with her and how high you can get. TLDR, it's about 46 million with really good gear. All right, so jumping into the characters and how they're developed, I do want to say again that almost all the characters are built really well at X30 hyper evolved if they can get him. So Perrin specifically, she's built in a Resonant and Hawkeye set, getting her up to 200 accuracy, and that's all that's needed for her. Switching over to Mari, she's the only character here that's not fully evolved or at X30. She's in a Sun Signet and Gluttony set. She's the hunter that was released as part of the patch. So crit build, as much attack speed as you can get her, and then once you do have the crit rate capped, as much crit damage and also attack as possible. Third character, and jumping into Shinji, so he is also really well leveled. He's at X30. The way that he's built is in a Surge and Sun Signet set, so typical crit build for really any kind of energy hero. So as long as you have 100% crit rate, you try to pump out crit damage. Similar theme to the rest of the characters that we're doing here. All right, jumping over to the star of today's show, Asuka. She's X30. She's built in a typical assassin build. So you've got Tempered Marauder gear with Sun Signet hitting the crit rate cap. So she does bring 2 things to this event. The first one is the bonus point addition to the overall damage that you'll do to the boss, and the second is she's got some decent multipliers, certainly not as high as Dominique, who we're going to showcase next, who does end up being the MVP, but she'll put up around 1 billion damage, helping you get really into the upper echelon of what you can do for the boss at the current stage that we're at. And then talking about Dominique, just want to flash his gear real quick. So he's in a Tempered Marauder set, Overload as well, really pushing up that crit damage as much as possible once you do hit the crit rate. And so he is the MVP of the show again. He's going to do the most amount of damage. Real quick, what I also want to do is just flash the commander. So +2 to Dominique is the best commander. Hagridon is what we're using. We're using Hagridon because you'll always get the 60% bonus damage from this commander versus Cabal. And the reason there is simple, because the enemy is big enough that it doesn't only lie in one part of the field, it lies in both parts of the field. And I've made videos on this in the past. So if you've got a decent Hagridon with +1 all skills to Dominique, great. +2 is much better. And then all you're doing on the battle is you're feeding the rest of the characters into Dom for a bigger explosion that he has. So I'll let the video play. Again, TLDR, you get about 46 million damage, which I think is near the cap of what's possible for this stage of the boss. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.